Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the beneficent, the most merciful, I bear witness that there is no God but Allah, and I bear witness that Muhammad is his messenger. Brothers and sisters, would like to welcome you to another BWE live Google Hangout broadcast here calling from, or I should say here live from Houston, Texas. I am your brother Daryl Muhammad, and we want to welcome each and every one of you for taking time out of your schedule to be with us again this week to share with you what is it that we need to build a strong economic foundation for ourselves and our families and for our nation. Brothers and sisters, we want to welcome you and ask that you please focus, that you please go ahead and don't do any multitasking. Go ahead and make sure you only have only two browsers open on your computer right now, and one is your Facebook page, and the other one is this broadcast, brothers and sisters. So we want to make sure, because we have a lot to share with you this evening. We have some surprise guests here, and we just want to make sure, brothers and sisters, that this time we spend together is well spent, because we will not get it back. So we have to make sure that we understand, as we've said over and over time here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live, that the greatest commodity, if you will, is not your money, it's not your talent, it is our time. So we want to value our time, we want to protect our time, and we want to get the most use out of our time here this evening at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. I'm excited to be back with you, brothers and sisters, excited for part two of how to make money on Facebook, because we have to learn how to use and once again maximize the opportunity of social media for our business. All right, for our business, and Sister Brandy's going to share with you some actual statistics on what is being realized in the world of social media from a business standpoint. All right, from a business standpoint. But before I go any further, kind of get ahead of myself, we want to welcome you once again to Black Wealth Empowerment Live, and by the grace of Allah, I am not by myself. All right, I have my co-host with me, not Rodney Assad, because unfortunately he's having technical difficulties with his internet. But my other co-host is here with us, our membership coordinator, Sister Brandy Muhammad. Sister Brandy, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here. Check one, check one. Assalamu alaikum, Facebook family. This is Sister Brandy Muhammad, your membership coordinator. I pray all is well. I'm excited to be back live and in action with the Black Wealth Empowerment Group. I am excited. I'm excited. We have some special guests. Can't talk about it quite yet. We have some great things going. I am excited to be here, and I'm glad that you all are here and taking your time out to be with us as well. Let's get going, Brother Darrell. I'm ready.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I'm ready, and you are ready. So, brothers and sisters, let's go ahead and get started. You know what to do. We do the same thing over and over and over again. That's how you can perfect something. That's how you can become a master of something, by doing it over and over and over. I heard one of my mentors say, Holton Bugg says, he says, successful people master the mundane. Successful people master the mundane, meaning that successful people master the boring stuff. All right? Folks that are not masters, they do something for a while and they get tired of doing it and they want to do something else. But if we're going to be a master, brothers and sisters, all right, not a jack of all trade, but a master of one, then we have to understand we have to be repetitive in doing the mundane things and do it cheerfully, as the scripture says. So we want to welcome you, and we want to know who you are. Who's out there? Hello, mic check, mic check. Who's out there with us today? Would you please enter? As you know, we need for you to go to the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page and let us know who you are. Give us your name. Give us your study group. Let us know, what do you do for a living? What do you do to feed your family? What do you do to generate income to support the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and the Nation of Islam? Go ahead and put that in there, brothers and sisters. Put your your Twitter, put your Facebook, put all your information in there. You know, you can't be successful in business being a secret agent. All
Mm-hmm.
right, you got to let the whole world know what it is that you're doing, what it
Mm-hmm.
is that you're proud enough or should be proud enough to invest your time doing every day. All right, so go ahead and put your domain name, which is your URL. Where can we find you on the internet? All right, go ahead and put that in there right now, brothers and sisters, because we want to know who's here, who's representing, who's accounted for. All right, who is present? Now, Sister Brandy, looks like I'm gonna swing over to you to check on a
Yes, sir.
couple of things. Oh, well, it look like we got somebody that just popped up because sometimes these feeds are delayed or not connected. But it looks like we starting to get some people to show up here. I guess, Brother Sister Brandy, we're still coming back from the 2 weeks off that
Right.
we had here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. And you know what? It reminds me of an old saying that goes like
Mm-hmm.
this: If you stay ready,
Mm-hmm.
you won't have to
Have
get
to get
ready,
ready. That's right.
right? So if you
That's right.
stay ready when you take 2 weeks off,
Mm-hmm.
you won't have to get ready when it's time to get started again. But
That's
brothers and sisters, we want to welcome you to Black Wealth Empowerment Live Google Hangout. We have a special announcement at the end of this broadcast, so you want to make sure that you stay tuned. You want to make sure that you stay with us for the duration of this broadcast, because things are unfolding as we spoke into the universe, that we wanted to do certain things here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live for 2015. All right. Remember, brothers and sisters, we're taking it to the next level. We're taking it to the next level. So you stay tuned for these special announcements. There's more than one. So, Brandon, let's go over to the Private Elusive Exclusive Facebook page. Go ahead and refresh your screen and let us know who's out there.
okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Refresh my screen now. And as we see right down here, we have Sister Tamora Muhammad. She is live and in action. Give me a quick second to scroll on down. Okay. And Sister Tamora, she's checking in. She says, Assalamu alaikum, family. And she is checking in from Michigan. She's in study group number 16. And she's a proud consultant of Soul Purpose and and Young Living. And she has her website there. She has it posted up, letting you know the different products that she offers and what she sells. She is live. She is ready. She is taking action right away. Sister Tamora is one of the very first members who have already decided to take action to put their information in. Welcome, 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 Sister Tamora. We're looking for the other believers, members of the Black Wealth Empowerment Group to join on in. We know, as Brother Darrell just said, put your name, your website, put your information in so we can know who you are, what you do, and your business. If you're not in business, what do you do for a living? How do you work? How do you help provide for your family to make a living? How are you helping your nation? That's what we're looking for right now. We got a couple other people. I'm going to refresh my page again. It looks like the believers are popping on. So excited. The sisters are jumping in there, Brother Darrell, just to say once again. Give me 1 second. Let me get over to the page. Being a membership coordinator is a lot different than being a co-host. So, still trying to work out the kinks. So it's all good. If everybody just a little patient, we'll get right there. So we have Sister Shanika. She is there as well. Let me see. Pulling it back over. Here we go. Technology is great. Sister Shanika, where are we at? Where are you at? There we go. She is here. She is live and in action. She says she is from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and so she also put where you can find her at. She has a website listed, Earn Cash on, let's see, eBay.com. Go ahead and check her out. We also have Sister Marva Muhammad, and she and Brother, let's see, Marklin Muhammad, they're checking in from Inglewood, New Jersey. That's a study group there, and also Muhammad's Mosque number 7. They are the proud producers of the Freedom Paper of New Jersey, LLC. They have more, they say, than bath tissue. They are serving New Jersey. There's a lot of other locations that they're serving. They have their information. They have their website down, their telephone number. So check them out, brothers and sisters. We're excited. It's going up. It's going up. We are excited. The believers are excited and empowered. We're working it out. They're coming on in. They're rolling on in. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, welcome everybody. Welcome back, Brother Marklin and Sister Marva. Thank you for being back. You guys been away for some time. We did miss you. All right, that's why I recognize that you're back with us this Sunday evening. So welcome, 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 and brothers and sisters, definitely patronize the Freedom Paper
Mm-hmm.
products, the Freedom Paper products, and we're going to go into more of that a little bit later on in the broadcast on what the messenger said about us supporting each other. You know, brothers and sisters, it's one thing to say we believe; it's another thing to actually believe. Believe by exercising our actions, by investing in what we say we believe in. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So, brothers and sisters, make sure you make it happen. You know, part of entrepreneurship, a part of wealth building, is making it happen,
Right.
not making excuses,
Mm-hmm.
but making it happen. So we want to welcome you, welcome everybody. We're going to give some more of our members some time to join us because, like I said, we were off 2 weeks, and last week we were back, and we're back this week. So it might take some of us a little time to get back in the swing of things. But we want to go ahead and welcome each and every one of you all, and remember to grab some pen and some paper. All right, grab some
Sir.
pen and some paper and ready to take notes. Remember, these are digital
Mm-hmm.
recorders for the mind. Your hands are digital recorders for the mind. So if you write them down, since many of us can write
Mm-hmm.
faster than we type, write it, okay? And then at a break at
Yes,
a
sir.
broadcast, you can go ahead and type it in to the private elusive exclusive Facebook group. All right, remember, the hands are a digital recorder for the mind. Was no wonder why we had to write the Savior's letter, not just write
Mm-hmm.
it, but I write it identically to that of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. Because Master Farad Muhammad, if he is God, and he is, then he already
Mm-hmm.
knew that your hands are a digital recorder to our minds. Our supreme
Yes,
wisdom
sir.
tell us to copy the answers of Elijah Muhammad,
Okay.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we're obedient to the instructions that we've been given, brothers and sisters, out of obedience we will be rewarded. Not out of our understanding, out of our obedience we would be rewarded. So we are here, believers, on Black Wealth Empowerment Live, moving forward, following the economic charge of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, brother. The minister put it out there last week. All right, for those of us who are part of
Oh.
this economic abolitionist that brother Michael Carlos is a member of, he's a general in that area, that specific space, then we've
Yes,
been
sir.
given our charging orders. We've been given our charging orders. All right, so no longer
Mm-hmm.
do you have to feel timid, all right, and think that by us wanting to have luxury, money, friendships, in all walks of life, that's contrary to the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad and the desire of Master Farad Muhammad. He's the one that
Sir.
promised us these things. All right? He's the
Mm-hmm.
one that promised us these things. But we have to sit ourselves at heaven at once, brothers and sisters. And Black Wealth Empowerment Live is here as the rocket ship, as the fuel to help you launch off the launching pad. All right. Now you have to fuel it after you launch. You have to fuel it during the duration of your
Mm-hmm.
journey. But we're here to catalyze you off the launching pad. All right. So that's what we're here to do, brothers and sisters. So go ahead and put in your information. Put in your name, what city you're from, your mosque and study
Mm-hmm.
group, and your business. Put your business in there, brothers and sisters. We need to know who you are. We need to know that you're present and accounted for, that you're ready
Mm-hmm.
to learn more of what it takes, all right, to extract out of
Yes,
this
sir.
economy that which we need to build a nation and build it fast. All right. Remember, we've said here on this broadcast many times, the universe rewards speed. The universe rewards speed.
Right.
So we always want to do things as quickly as we can, right? What are we taught in our supreme wisdom? Cleanliness internally, externally, right? Right down to the modern
And
time, right? Right
mm-hmm.
down to the modern times. That means keeping up with the pace
Mm-hmm.
of the modern time, keeping up with the pace of the environment. All right? So that's what we have to do, brothers and sisters. And that's what we are doing here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live, blackempowermentlive.com, or should say Black Empowerment Live, Google Hangout. That's what we're doing here. All right. That's what we're doing here. We're trying to keep up, all right, with the modern technology that's here and keeping pace right down to the
Mm-hmm.
modern time. So with that being said, let me swing over to my co-host, our membership coordinator, Sister Brandy. What's going on in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me switch back over here. Give me half a second. We have Brother Michael Muhammad. He is checking in. Let me get that actual fact here so we can approve him on the post. Just 1 second.
Did you say I can have it?
Mm-mm.
You didn't?
Oh, shoot. Hold on. There we go. Brother Michael Carlos Muhammad sends the greetings to the family. He says his name is brother once again, Brother Michael Carlos Muhammad. He's with Muhammad's Mosque number 32, helping brothers and sisters finding a way. He said, quote unquote, find a way. And in unquote, he says to turn their declining dollars to gold as instructed by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. He has his websites listed. He has more than one. He has two. One is www.24caratwealth.com, and the second one is brothermichaelcarlosmuhammad.com. He is live and in action. He is checking in as instructed per Brother Darrell Muhammad. Thus far, these are the believers who have shown up and showed out. It's a little after 7. It's a little after 7, Brother Darrell, and these are the believers who have stepped up, taken action, sir.
All right, all right. Well, welcome, brothers and sisters. Remember, it goes to those who show up. It goes to those who show up. As one of my other mentors, Mr. Schultz, I forgot his first name. I think it's Michael Schultz, or maybe not. But anyway, he said that opportunities don't go away. All right? So you don't miss an opportunity. All right? It doesn't disappear. It doesn't no longer exist.
Mm-hmm.
He said that opportunities just go to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Opportunities just go to somebody else. And we got a special guest with us this evening. We're going to talk about opportunities before we get into how to make money on Facebook. We're going to get into opportunities, you know, and how to overcome internal communication to take advantage of opportunities. All right, to look at opportunities, to determine if this opportunity is going to get you where you want to go faster. All right, so we're going to get into that a little bit more a little bit later. But thank you so very much, Brother Michael Carlos, of course, one of our resident experts here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Brothers and sisters, I'm telling you, see, I'm of the belief, just looking at my own personal experience, the level of success or the lack thereof has been in direct proportion, mathematically direct proportion, to the extent that I submit to the teachings of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Not part of it, not some of it, but as much of it as I can. See, so we disobey the teachings by not patronizing each other, right? Because the products at Soul Purpose cost too much, and the products at Freedom Paper cost more than the products at the grocery store. True or not, we're not being obedient to the instruction. All right. Number two, by not working together, pooling our resources. All right, not looking for opportunities, brothers and sisters. You have to look. It says, "Seek and ye shall find." All right. So you have to seek. You have to look for opportunities. Are you looking for an opportunity? Or are you waiting for us to bring it to your door? You know, that's what Lazarus waited. He just waited at the gate of the rich man's gate, waiting for the rich man just to give him opportunity, give him riches, give him the spoils of what the rich man, organized to go out and get. All right, brothers and sisters. So we have to be obedient. You know, we have to be obedient to as much of the teachings that we can.
That's right.
Be found striving to be obedient to the teachings. All right? The messenger told us and the minister told us, and if we read The Fall of America, it tells us to buy gold. To buy gold. And I'm right there with you, brothers and sisters. I'm your brother, like the minister said. I didn't fall out of heaven. I came up out of hell. We're doing this together. See, that's what you have to understand. When you partner with someone or with an organization or with a movement or a mission, you all grow together, meaning at the same time. Maybe not at the same level, but you're growing together in the same environment. All right, so you can see, you're there over time to see the growth of each other, and you're excited by the growth of each other because you know the growth of the individual is the growth of the whole.
That's right.
All right, this is what we have to understand. Those of us that have been in the nation 20 some odd years, we are in the same environment with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan as he was growing and as we were growing, even though we're at different levels.
Mm-hmm.
All right, even though we're at different levels, and thus our nation grows. All right, thus our nation grows, brothers and sisters. So see, it's these concepts and ideas that we have to understand. All right, then we won't get tricked up. All right, by misconceptions that are in our minds, that the enemy plants in our minds about different things, different realities. All right, and that's what we want to do here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We want to help us, all of us. Remember, the more the teacher teaches, the more the teacher learns.
Yes, sir.
So I get more out of this. Sister Brandy gets more out of this. Brother Saad gets more out of this. Brother Michael Carlos gets more out of this. Sister Shanika gets more out of this. And you get more out of this to the extent that you participate, right? To the extent that you share, to the extent that you engage yourself, is the same extent that those principles and those laws of truths be rooted in your subconscious mind. Because, see, brothers and sisters, if we're in a self-development, personal development, and not money making, because you can't make more money than the value you see or you have about yourself. So if we're in a personal development, or in our nation's language, self-improvement, then we would know that our subconscious mind is responsible for 11/12 of what we do. 11/12 of what we do is determined and controlled and activated and carried out by the subconscious mind. That's programming, consistent, regular programming, right? On television, it's called programming. It's called, what program is coming on next? This is BW, this is a broadcast. We're trying to program ourselves. All right, we're trying to brainwash ourselves, wash out the negativity. And if you get with Brother Michael Carlos can get more in detail about this as a certified instructor of the science of getting rich. He can get into the science of the mind. All right, same thing with Brother Assad. He can get into the science of the mind, how to activate the mind. All right, brothers and sisters, really in truth, as gods, we should be exercising how to activate our minds, how to activate our subconscious mind, how to talk to our subconscious mind. Because that's how we can attract and draw into our reality the things that, quote unquote, just may mysteriously pop up. All right, and that with foolish people who don't understand God and his laws cause, coincidence. If you're thinking a certain way and something that's in harmony and frequency, coincidence. All right, that's not coincidence, but we'll go more to that in another broadcast. But we want to swing back over to our Sister Brandy to see what's going on in the private elusive. Wait a minute, hold on. I think I see somebody there. Sister Brandy, do you see what I see?
I do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you see what I see? I think we got the courage coach trying to get on. Right. Looks like he worked his way through the difficulties.
All right, because he said after difficulty comes ease. Let's go.
That's right. All right. Well, let's see if he pops on here shortly, brothers and sisters. I think our courage coach is pushing his way through, just as a courage coach does. He's so committed, brothers and sisters. He's so committed to helping the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan that he's pushing through to get here to share.
Yes, sir.
To share with us. See, we have to take on the spirit of our leader. Now, I've heard personal stories here in Houston when the minister first started coming here in Houston. I shouldn't say first, but he came here in Houston back in the 90s to Prairie View University, and they didn't have all his honorarium. And one of the organizers, Brother Durst here in Houston, went to the minister, said, Brother Minister, they don't have all your honorarium. Do you want to go on? He said he thought about it for a minute. He said, yes, brother, because it
Yes,
might be just one person that I can reach. And
yes,
that's the
sir.
spirit we have to have if we're after our people,
Mm-hmm.
right? But if we're after money, we need more than one. But we're
Right.
after our people, we just need one to join on with us. Then you have two. Then you have five. Then you have
Mm-hmm.
the magic of compounding numbers that we covered here
Mm-hmm.
on this broadcast. All right. So that's what we're doing here, brothers and sisters. That's what we're doing here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. As I always say, pulling back the curtain,
Mm-hmm.
revealing the secrets. All right, that they don't want you to know, revealing the secrets. They're not gonna come to you to share. You got to go to them. You got to go to the hotels in downtown cities and somewhere outside of our neighborhood to get this information
Mm-hmm.
that we're giving to you. All right, brothers and sisters. So let us be mindful of the blessings that we have
Yes, sir.
here at Black Wealth Empowerment and the jewels that we have. Remember, we're unwrapping gifts.
Mm-hmm.
The jewels that we have. 2015, right, is the
Mm-hmm.
year of manifestation.
Yes, sir.
Manifestation. Manifestation.
Mm-hmm.
All right? So you're going to be either going to be a part of that manifestation or you're going to be a part of witnessing
Mm-hmm.
that manifestation. This is an invitation, brothers and sisters, to each and every one of you to be part of the manifestation
Yes, sir.
here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. So, Sister Brandy, let us know what's going on in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Next guest, excuse me, next believer on the Black Wealth Empowerment Group, we have a Sister Denise Renee Muhammad, and she sends the greeting of Assalamu Alaikum exclamation point. Sister Denise says she is present, and she is from Houston, Texas. Muhammad's Mosque number 45. She says she's a lifestyle consultant with soul purpose.
Oh,
Yes, sir. And she says that we offer self-care and wellness products as well as natural and organic, along with a business opportunity. She has given her website, and she has a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful flyer. And if my mind serves me right, I believe that Brother Lawrence Muhammad was the producer of her beautiful flyer that she has created. She is taking action, Brother Darrell. Sister Denise Muhammad, she is right here on the Black Wealth Empowerment Group. Yes, sir.
well, praise be to Allah. That's right. She has taken advantage of Brother Lawrence, just as you have, Sister Tamara
Yes,
has,
sir.
Sister Anita has. Now, I don't know where the brothers are. I don't know where Sister Salome is with 5 links. The minister
Right.
mentioned 5 links last week. Lord have
Yes,
mercy.
sir. Yes,
If I was in
sir.
5 links, I'd have been calling every believer in the nation, talking about, did you hear the minister? Did you hear what he
Yes,
said
sir.
about 5 links? Did you hear what he said? Did you hear
Yes,
what he said
sir.
about network marketing? Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said?
Yes, sir.
All right, brothers and sisters. So if you're in business,
Mm-hmm.
all right, I'm calling all of you out. Brother Markland, Sister
Mm-hmm.
Marva, if you're in
Mm-hmm.
business, it's free advertisement. We finally got Sister Tamara's flyer. If you look on the side, you see Sister Tamara's flyer
Mm-hmm.
popping in and out. You see Sister Brandy's flyer popping in and out. You see Sister Denise flyer popping in and out.
Yes,
There's only
sir.
a few more spots left. So if you're
Mm-hmm.
it's all about proving to the universe how serious
Mm-hmm.
we are.
Mm-hmm.
Really, we are. Not
Mm-hmm.
sometime, not last week, not last
Mm-mm.
month, not what we used to do. Because you know what the truth of the matter is, brothers and sisters, every wino got a used to be story.
Yes, sir.
Unless
Mm-hmm.
he was just born a wino or born homeless, but most of them aren't. A lot of them aren't. All right? So go ahead and take advantage of that. Why would Allah
Mm-hmm.
bring me more advantages and if I don't take advantage of the ones that are nearly free? Nearly free. All right? So Brandon, do we have
Mm-hmm.
some? I think we have 1 or 2 members, right? New members in the queue waiting to join us. Is that correct?
All right, give me 1 second. Let me pop back over to the other side, Brother Darrell.
Okay.
And
All right.
according to my page, according to my page, Brother Darrell, it says that everybody has joined. Is that
Oh,
incorrect?
is
I
that
have
right?
11. It's 437 members.
I thought I saw let me just check. Hold on a second. I thought I
Okay.
saw
All right. check it out.
Sister Denise said she's trying to tune and link's not working. Maybe that's the problem with some of us.
Mm-hmm.
Not being on here. So here's what I'm gonna do, Sister Brandy. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. All
Yes,
right.
sir.
And if you can post it in the group,
Mm-hmm.
then we'll be ready to rock and roll. I'm so glad. All right, yeah, just cut and paste that in the chat, if you would, please.
Perfect. I sure will.
Thank you, Sister Denise, for putting that on there. I guess we can.
That's not the whole thing. All right.
All right, Sister Denise put on the page. I'm going to approve out of the Twitter book, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. The question is, what is the proper use of Facebook and Twitter for the believer? Social media should facilitate the cause of friendship and the passing of knowledge, create bonds and brotherly love. Well, there it is, brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
That's
That's it
it.
right there. That's what we're doing here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. Remember, obedience to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, brothers and sisters. So we want to thank everybody for being with us as we work through the technical difficulties.
Yes, sir.
And I'll have to look into why the link is not working, but the link should be working. But let me know when you've posted it in the group, Sister Brandy.
Okay, I just posted it. I'm going to just kind of tweak it a little bit. Give me one quick second to copy it again.
All right.
And there we go. And it's right there.
All right. Well, thank you very much. All right. So, brothers and sisters, they'll be joining us here shortly. But thank you so very much. And that's why we have the broadcast set up the way we do, with some preliminary, activities, if you will, or preliminary things that we do to allow people to get on that's late and to work through the technical difficulties. Because this is a live broadcast. It's not edited or anything like that. This is live. This is live. So we have to work through it. Just as life, when things pop up, you just don't fall down on the ground like we used to do as little children and cry and pout, right? You got to keep a cool head, and we have to work through them, all right? Work through the difficulties. So thank you so very much, Sister Denise, for sharing that with us. But so, Sister Brandy, back to what we said. So you didn't see any new members waiting to join us. I thought there were one or two that I saw over there.
No, sir. Not that I'm on the page, and I don't see anybody that's new currently.
Okay. Okay.
Well, we do have Sister Jeanette. She just checked in. Let me get her. One quick second. Let me click back over to the right page. Da, da, da. I love technology. It's so great. Okay. All right. Here we go. Sister Jeanette Muhammad, she is from Oakland, Oakland, California. She's in business. She's an independent researcher, and she's also into informational presentations. And that's Sister Jeanette. She has checked in with us on the Black Wealth Empowerment Group. She is ready to take action as well. It's slowly, the believers are getting on. The process is a little slower, but we're working it out. Everybody's coming on through. Praise be to Allah.
Well, praise be to Allah. We're moving full speed ahead, brothers and sisters. We are moving full speed ahead. So let's go ahead and do that. Now, here's the thing. Sister Brandy, share with us kind of what's going on with the membership, the quality membership drive, and kind of just bring everybody up to snuff on what's going on in the membership area.
Oh, yes, sir, for sure. So the quality membership drive is still going on. It has not stopped or has not ceased as of yet. We're just striving to get those awesome believers that you all know, that we all know, connected on the Black Wealth Empowerment Group. All you have to do is simply invite the guests, invite the believers on over to the Black Wealth Empowerment. Then from there, it's their responsibility to take action. You let them know about the Black Wealth Empowerment with time and everything, what has been beneficial and motivating for you. And then from there, it'll be their responsibility to go ahead and want to participate. Once they get on, participate, we know how it routinely goes. Since Tamora has been taking a lot of action, getting those believers involved and coming on and joining us on the Black Wealth Empowerment Group, only just a quick reminder, simply invite and allow those individuals to take that next step and action. In addition to that, as you know, we're doing a weekly a weekly broadcast. And so we're asking all the believers to simply just go on to the Black Wealth Empowerment Group. Once the flyer has been produced, simply go onto that site, copy and paste it, and bring it on over to your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram pages to let the believers know that we're alive and in action, because each week something is new and going on. We always have special guests. The special guests could be Brother Derek, could be Brother Rodney, could be Sister Brandy, we have some other special guests, but I won't say their names quite yet. But each week, believers, just take the time out of your busy, busy schedule to copy and paste the link onto your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn pages, and invite the believers to join us on the Black Wealth Empowerment. Hey, P.S., if we have younger folks, there is Kick available as well on the broadcast. Don't forget to do that. Simple things that we can do to help continue to inspire, keep the believers going, and letting them know that we are alive and in action here on the Black Wealth Empowerment Group. If we can, just take a quick moment out of your time. If you can just help us out, just put in on the Facebook, on the private exclusive Facebook group, your name. And if you had already, for the last 2 weeks that we've had part 1 and part 2 on Facebook, if you have if you have added your flyer to any of your social networking links, please simply put your name. So for example, Brandy Muhammad, yes ma'am, I did those 2 flyers. I committed to posting my flyers on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. If you did, please just put yes ma'am. And if you didn't, it's okay, believers. Just put no ma'am, I didn't. And just give us a reason why you didn't. Maybe you didn't know how. And if you didn't know how, maybe I can help you along through that process. But if you did or if you did not, just take a quick second out of your time. Just put your name once again in the BWE Facebook group and let us know if you did complete that simple task of adding your name, inviting the flyer on there, and then also if you did it, put your information, and if you did not, put your information, and it just give us a quick reason on why. That's all we're doing over here right now, Brother Darryl, in the membership coordinating spot. Oh, last thing I did want to add, for those believers that have not been as active in the group, I have gone through, not everybody completely, but I've gone through a lot of those individuals and just refreshed their information, reminding them that we haven't seen them in a while. So encouraging those believers that we haven't seen lately to come back into the group and participate and be engaged in the group. So you may see that periodically on your stream through the Facebook group as well. That's all I have on my side right now, Brother Darryl.
All right. Thank you, Sister Brandy, our hardworking membership coordinator. Brothers and sisters, yes, part of your involvement here is to go through there, especially those members that you had personally invited that joined us. Go through and reach out to them, all right, and let them know, hey, they're missing out, and please come join us, because real soon, we're going to start eliminating those that just haven't responded. All right, they just haven't responded to our invitation, okay? Because we don't want to just keep on reaching out, when, remember, their action speaks louder than their words. We're not judging. It's not good or bad. It just is, all right? And this is a membership of participators, all right?
Yes.
This is a membership of participators, all right? This is not a membership of looky looks, all right? That's not what this is, all right? And I'm going to go on that more into how to make money on Facebook part 2, all right? Here's what we want to do, brothers. So those of you who are with us, it's time to pay it forward. It's time to do an act of kindness for someone else and not looking for anything in return. And you know how to do that. The tab's right above. We need for you to click all of them that you're a member of. Click the like, all right? Click the share, put in hashtag BW Hangout, period, we are live, period, join us, period. Hashtag BWE Hangout, period, we are live, period, come join us. Do that in your Facebook share, send it out. Twitter, send it out. Pinterest, Instagram, Google Plus, all of them that you're a member of. Do that right now, brothers and sisters. It's time to pay it forward. It's time to pay it forward. And that's a way that you can let all your friends know in those social media platforms that you're committed to this process. You're committed to your process, all right, of becoming better, smarter, and more proficient in the area of money. Because you know what, brothers and sisters, this society and our enemy, he doesn't care about you making money. He doesn't care about, see, that's the front end. See, we get stuck on the front end. How much money do you make? And who you got a nice car? And who you got a big house? And who you got some nice shoes, right? That's the front end, brothers and sisters. It's not about the front. One of the bumper stickers I remember growing up in San Francisco, California, and you know, I used to pay attention to the cars as I got older, and I remember seeing a bumper sticker as, you know, you measure a man by the toys that he has, right? By the toys that he has. Right? So it's not how much money you make, it's what you do with your money is the point. What are we doing with our money? Are we buying gold? Are we supporting the freedom paper? Are we buying from our sisters in Soul Purpose? Right? Because see, just getting the gold, the enemy knows if all you do is get it and you don't know what to do after that, it's guaranteed you're going to waste it. You're not going to use it to empower yourself. It's called black wealth empowerment. All three of those things. We want to have a black consciousness, right? With that black consciousness, we want to use that to drive and motivate us to build wealth. Not to stop there, not just black wealth, but then to build that wealth to empower ourselves.
Yes.
To empower our family, but most importantly, to empower our nation. Why our nation? Because our nation will outlive any one of us. All right? Will outlive any one of us. And what's a better investment to invest in something that will never go away or that would outlive us? All right? We invest in ourselves. Surely we should invest in something that outlives us. So, brothers and sisters, by now you should have paid it forward. You should have went ahead and sent that out to all your friends. All right? All your friends. Now, part of what we're promoting here, part of what you should have made or should be making, should be exercising, is the spirit of giving. All right? You should be actively involved in a giver's economy. See, brothers and sisters, if you're actively involved in our Facebook group, you will see that Sister Denise gave away some of her products, and Brother Munakai in Japan, I believe, got it. Right? If you're active in the Facebook group.
Yes,
right?
Sir.
You know,
Yes, sir.
one of the President of the United States, John F. Kennedy, said, right? Don't ask what your country can do for you. Instead, ask what can you do for your country. All right? So don't ask what BWE can do for you, what the nation can do for you. Our mindset should be, what can I do for BWE? What is all that I can do for BWE? What is all I can do for our nation? You know what, brothers and sisters, there's a saying, how you do anything is how you do everything. So it's a farce to tell ourselves, I'm going to go all in on something over here and don't go all in on something over here, and it doesn't affect our total activity. Because it does. All right? Because it does. So we have to be a part of a giver's economy. We're doing that right here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We're giving away free consultation to all our few new members. We're giving away ad spots. We have all the ad spots now posted. All right? We have them all now posted. All right? We have Sister Tamara, Sister Denise, Sister Brandy, and Sister Anita. Sister Anita. There's about, I think, 2 or 3 more spots left. All right? And then we have Brother Lawrence, who you need to contact to get your free ad spot in the graphics done. All right? To get them done. All right? So go ahead and do that, brother. So that's what we're doing here. We're doing free interviews like we're going to do today with one of our members. We're doing free guest appearances that we have on a regular basis. Going to make a special announcement of guest appearance we're going to have next week. It's going to be awesome, brother. So you don't want to miss them. Keep you in suspense. All
Yes,
right. So
sir.
that's part of marketing. Keep you in suspense so you
Yes,
can show
sir.
up next week.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you want to make sure you come back next week. So, brothers and sisters, we're part of a giver's economy. You should be part of a giver's economy. All right. You see that Final Call is giving away what free week of the
Mm-hmm.
digital version of the Final Call, giving you free downloads of 10 of the lectures that the
Mm-hmm.
Final Call has. Some of Minister Farrakhan, I think one of Sister Ava and Brother Ishmael. I
Mm-hmm.
downloaded all of them, right? And they
Yes,
sent
sir.
out the
Yes, sir.
second email, right? So
Mm-hmm.
they're using the strategies that we shared last
Absolutely.
week about building an email list, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sending out special offers just to your list. All right, brothers and sisters. So these are things that you have to do. See, one thing we have to understand in business, many times you don't have a choice. You have to do certain things if you want your business to survive. Okay? So
Mm-hmm.
we're part of a giver's economy. You be a part of that economy too, because the world is a giver's economy. So thank
Yes,
you
sir.
very much, brothers and sisters, for being a part of the giver's economy. All right? So that being said, Sister Brandy, we want to
Yes, sir.
welcome everybody. We want to welcome everybody to Black Wealth Empowerment Live
Absolutely.
Google Hangout. I am your host,
Mm-hmm.
Brother Daryl, coming to you live from it's warm today in Houston. That's why you see me wiping my brow a little bit, because it's a little bit warm. It's just a little bit over 70 degrees, no rain, no overcast, a beautiful
Beautiful.
day. And so we're here to bring you the best that we have to offer here
Mm-hmm.
in the Nation of Islam. So I'm coming to you live from Houston, Texas, and we have our sister over there, swinging over to our
Yes,
sister,
sir.
Sister Brandy. Where are you coming from?
Yes, sir. Columbus, Ohio. We're at Bahamas Mosque number 43. We're live and in action. It is a nice day. It is not quite spring, but it feels like spring. It's about 45 degrees, so we still got little jackets on, but it's a lot better than it was last week when we were slightly snowed in. Yes, sir. So glad for the spring. Praise be to Allah. Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you so very much. We thought our
Yeah.
courage coach was going to join us here. We saw him popped up on the screen.
Yes, sir.
He was having technical difficulties there at the house with his internet.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully he'll be able to show up here in a moment, so we can hear from our courage coach, so he can help us to cultivate the courage to roar.
Yes,
And as you
sir.
see, we follow a man that is
Mm-hmm.
roaring. All
Mm-hmm.
right, he has cultivated the courage to roar. All right, and we as his followers should be roaring too. We shouldn't be behind him meowing while he's roaring.
That's
We
right.
should be roaring,
Mm-hmm.
but it should be a roar and not a meow. Brothers and sisters, we want to welcome you to Black Wealth Empowerment Live Google Hangout. We are a group of believers, followers of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad under the instructions of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. And the mission of Black Wealth Empowerment Live is to help the minister, all right, with the Muhammad's Economic Program. Now, we here in Houston received an email received some information that we were shy of $1 million in that program. I don't know if you got it. Did you get that there, Sister Brandy, in your city?
No, sir, I didn't.
Okay. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
we were short by a little bit, brothers and sisters.
Mm.
So with that being said, those of you who are listening, go ahead and give another $18. Go ahead and give
Yes,
another
sir.
$18, right? This is the year for Black Wealth Empowerment for manifestation. And we talked about we're going to roll out here pretty soon, all right, a Muhammad's Economic Blueprint monthly program, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Monthly program. We should be focusing on not doing the minimum. $18 a year is a minimum. Remember, we said don't let your minimum become your maximum.
That's
All
right.
right. So we want to see how many believers
Mm-hmm.
that we can have that will give $18 a month. So you
Mm-hmm.
get ready. Go ahead and start, looking at your budget and see where you're going to get it from. See how you're going to add another $18. Because see, sister, brothers and sisters, see, that's a principle. See, that's an exercise that you can use to build your muscles. Because see, if you can learn how to create, how to free
Mm-hmm.
up $18, don't you know you can learn how to free up $180? You can learn how to free up an ad $1,800.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's the mindset that we're going to go in here in a minute that makes the difference, brother and sister. So that's what we're here to do, to help him. Now, how are we going to do that? We're
That's
going to
right.
do by exercising and submitting to what's been taught to us, pooling our resources, coming together in unity, doing things collectively.
Mm-hmm.
All right, by raising the economic consciousness of the believers with the information that we're sharing through the broadcast and through our groups.
Mm-hmm.
All right, by implementing that which we've learned. Where are our testimonies of what we've learned in Black
Mm-hmm.
Wealth Empowerment Live? But it says the testimonies is a form of marketing, form of
Mm-hmm.
advertisement, a form of exercising and really celebrating. And as Brother
Yes.
Rodney Assad, and if he can't make it this week, we'll have him come on next week to tell us about the gratitude call that he had last week. It's a form of putting out in the universe your gratitude, exercising, expressing your gratitude by giving testimonies
Yes,
of what
sir.
you've learned and what you've done and what you've implemented from what you specifically got from Black Wealth Empowerment Live. So that's what we're here to do. We're here to raise up the consciousness, to let you know that wealth building is a process that is worthy of payment. That you
Mm-hmm.
have to pay it, you have to pay it in full, and it is worth the headaches.
Right.
I think I heard Tony Robbins said, or somebody said, you know, you're going to have problems if you have money or if you don't have money. He said, at least I want to arrive to my problems in style.
Mm-hmm.
At least I want to arrive to my problems and deal with my problems with money
Mm-hmm.
versus having problems and no money, which compounds our problems. Brothers and sisters, we have a people have to follow the divine guidance as the minister calls us. Nobody has been given or followed divine guidance to solve our problems. We have
Mm-hmm.
to follow that guidance, right, and make this thing happen. All right. Now, that's the mission. The platform is this technology. The platform is bringing those believers who have something of value, unwrapping them so that we all can rejoice and participate in the beautiful gift that Allah has put right here in our midst in the
Yes, sir.
nation that we may not know exists.
Mm-hmm.
That some of us are too bashful. We're hiding a light under a bushel basket. So we want to
Mm.
bring those experts here so we can take the gems and take what Allah gave them to help
Yes.
build the nation and
That's
use it. You
right.
can't build. What good is it, brothers and sisters, if I give you the wood, I
Mm-hmm.
give you the nails, right? I give you all the equipment and stuff you need to build a house, but you don't do anything with it once I give it to you. The house never gets built. All right? And Sister Brandy,
Mm-hmm.
that's what too many of us are doing. See, we're in this lecture mode. We're in this mode of just sitting back and listening and cheering and rah, rah, rah. Do you know, brothers
Right.
and sisters, you can't build wealth as a cheerleader?
That's
It
right.
don't happen.
Mm-mm.
It doesn't happen. Even if they pay you as a cheerleader, you still got to
Mm-hmm.
take what they pay you and actively
Yep.
get involved, as it says in Matthews, right? You got to, don't bury. See, we burying our money. There was two of
Mm-hmm.
the people who took their gifts and went to the marketplace, doubled it,
Yes.
came back, and when the master came back and he asked each one of them, what did you do with the money I gave you? He praised
Mm-hmm.
and commended those who took it to the marketplace and
Mm-hmm.
doubled it, tripled it. And the one that buried it said, oh Lord, I buried mine. I didn't want anything to happen to it. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
want to lose it in the marketplace. Here it is right here.
Mm.
I protected it. I secured it.
Right.
I didn't let anything
Yes,
happen
sir.
to it. And what does the story go on to say? The Lord
Mm-hmm.
took his money from the one that buried it and divided it up and gave it to the two men that took it to the marketplace and multiplied it.
Yes, sir.
All right? So Allah
Mm-hmm.
gives us gifts, brothers and sisters. Are we taking it to the marketplace? Are we
Mm.
hoarding it? Are we hiding it? Are we scared? Don't you know
Mm-hmm.
the universe is a universe of abundance? It has no lack in it. It has no
Mm.
lack in it. It has no lack in it. The same one who gave you that talent, gave you that gift, gave you those resources, brothers and sisters, is the same one that can replenish it if things don't go right in the
Mm-hmm.
marketplace. That's what we're doing here. That's what
Yes,
we're doing
sir.
here. We're trying to inspire you to go out here. If you don't have no bruises on your face, then you're not
Mm.
in a fight.
Right.
Not in a fight worthy to talk about. If you haven't
Mm-hmm.
lost any money and you still not afraid to get out there and go after it again, then then you're not really in it. You don't understand what this thing is. We're around here so afraid, Sister Brandy, and so timid.
Mhm.
I'm talking about those of us who are members. Because I talked to Brother Michael, talked to
Yes,
Brother
sir.
Carlos. I'm talking to us as members, and we are
Mhm.
afraid as if someone told us that
Mhm.
it was going to be easy, as if
Right.
someone told us it's going to be a straight line, as if someone
Mhm.
told us it won't be curves and
Mhm.
dips and turns.
Hmm.
So we quit. We're
Right.
afraid as if we expect it to be straight, to be
Mhm.
easy,
Right.
for it to be uncomplicated, for it to
Mhm.
be smooth sailing. Who
Yes,
told you
sir.
that? Whoever told you that?
Hmm.
I didn't sign up for that class. Somebody's
Mm-mm.
around here lying and
That's
telling
right.
us that it's going to be easy. Somebody's
Mhm.
lying and telling us that you're going to make money out of the gate. Somebody's
Mhm.
lying and telling us subconsciously that there's more security in a job than going for self. Let me share this with you, brothers and sisters. Here's what
Mhm.
I want you to do. The brother in the mosque cuts my hair, and he's always sharing with me what's happening in the hip hop world. With Kayan, what's his name?
Kanye.
Kayan West, yeah,
Ka-
whatever his name is. Kanye is saying about
Kanye
the
West.
minister.
Yes, sir.
Kanye.
Uh-huh.
See, my folks
Mhm.
from Louisiana, I'm calling him Cayenne Pepper. But what he's saying about the minister. All right, now what he showed me yesterday when I was getting my hair cut is Damon Dash, one of the founders of Rockaware. All right, he showed me an interview where he was on, and I'm telling you this, brothers and sisters, you need to go to it. I'm telling you, your assignment today, and we're gonna ask and find out who found it. Go to YouTube and put in Damon Dash Breakfast Club. It was done 2 days ago, and study that, brother, and listen to what he says.
Mhm.
He says employees are people who are lazy and don't believe in themselves enough to invest in themselves.
Mm.
Go back and watch that, brothers and sisters.
Yes, sir.
Go back and watch him. I'm going to listen to that and take on that mindset and take on that spirit. But go ahead and watch it. Damon
Mhm.
Dash Breakfast Club 2 days ago, 3 days ago, the 13th, the 12th of March. All right, and
Yes,
then
sir.
from there, I saw the interview he did on Sway
Mhm.
program, XM radio channel. He's the same thing, cutting out the middleman. Right? He naming these Jews that robbing. I mean, this brother is going all out, but he should be following our lead. We
That's
shouldn't be
right.
following his. All right, brothers and sisters, let me share
Mhm.
something with you as we quickly go, and we're going to go to Brother Michael Carlos Muhammad real quick so he can give us an update on the book to study of the month.
Yes.
All right, but more importantly, he's going to tell us about a new program that he's working on. Brothers and
Mhm.
sisters, the universe rewards those who take action differently for those who don't. This is the year of manifestation for BWE, and we're
Mhm.
going to do our best as organizers to make that happen. We're
That's
going to
right.
do our best,
That's right.
all right, to manifest,
Mhm.
all right? So we're going to take the book of the month to another level.
Yes, sir.
Because what we're seeing here, Sister Brandy, is our members are too comfortable
Mhm.
just listening. They're too comfortable pontificating
Mhm.
and being soup sciencing.
Mhm.
All right?
Yes, sir.
That's good now. Don't get me wrong. That's good. But do that at the mosque.
Mhm.
Right? Do that with some believers over the teachings. But
Yes,
when it
sir.
comes to wealth building, that's not a place for
Mm-mm.
pontification.
Mm-mm.
That's not a place for rhetoric.
Mm-mm.
All right? Because you
That's right.
can't build wealth with rhetoric.
Mhm.
All right. So what Brother Michael and I have decided to do is to
Mhm.
take the book of the month, the study of the month, to a whole nother level.
Yes,
Because
sir.
we're going to reward those who take
Excellent.
action differently from those who don't. So let me go ahead and
Mhm.
just read with you out of this monumental book called Message to the Black Man. Now, here's our
Mhm.
instruction, brothers and sisters. We are taught to overcome all obstacles in our
That's
path.
right.
Now, here's what the
Mhm.
messenger tells us to do. The white man spends his money with his own kind, which is natural. You too must do this. Help to make jobs for your own kind. See, it's one thing to make money, it's another thing to create jobs. So, those of us who are in the investment space, those of us who are in network marketing, that's fine, brothers and sisters, but we got to go take some of that cash cow money, put it into traditional business because our people need jobs. All right, and we're more
That's
geared to be employees, which is the majority of the people anyway, than
mm-hmm.
we're geared to be entrepreneurs. All right, so he said, take a lesson from the Chinese and Japanese and go give employment and assistance to your own kind when they are in need. Are we in need of jobs? Yes. This is the first law of nature. Defend and support your own kind. Now, here's the point. True Muslims do this. What kind of Muslims?
True.
True Muslims. Now, if you ask me, I'll say I'm a true Muslim. Ask you, you'll say you're a true Muslim. But based on this definition that the messenger gave us, this qualifying explanation, all emotions aside, based on this explanation, are we true Muslims? The messenger goes on to say, because the so-called American Negro has been deceived and misled, he has become a victim of deception. He is today in the worst economic condition in North America. Unemployment is mounting, and he feels it the most. Here it is. He, talking about us, assists in reducing himself to his present insecure economic condition. You, the black man, are only members of the human race that deliberately don't buy freedom paper. That's me talking. Deliberately don't buy gold. That's me talking. Deliberately
Yes,
don't patronize each other. He says, deliberately walk past the place of business of one of your own kind, a black man, and spend your dollar with your natural enemy. The so-called American Negro has never in history of America been known to boycott or criticize the white man as he does his own kind. He thus shows love for his enemy and hatred for his own kind. Now here, let me read this to you because this jumped out. I have it underlined, highlighted, and then underlined in red.
Yes, sir.
Messenger says on 177, he says, we cannot continue to increase our population and hope that the white man will continue to create employment for us. I warn you daily that there will come a time when they probably will drop you and you will have to do for yourself. Now here's the part that I really like. Instructional part. Start practicing the art of doing for self now. See what it says? Practicing the art. Right? Practicing the art by buying freedom paper.
Yes, sir.
All right? By buying soul purpose. Practicing the art of doing for self now. But here's the point he says. This is our problem, brothers and sisters. This is my problem. This is our problem.
Yes, sir.
He said, it is only laziness for you and your children to want to be servants for another nation. He said, laziness. We are too lazy. That is our problem. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, without any further delay, I want to bring our brother up who was diligent ever since I think it was, Brother Michael Carlos, since I think it was September of last year, every week on Tuesday nights, going over the science of getting rich, except for nights that it was believers only meeting. There is no doubt in any one of our minds the level of commitment this brother has to see his people rise. The question is, can we match or exceed that level of commitment? So with that being said, Brother Michael, I'm going to roll it over to you. Tell us about the science of getting rich, book of the month call, and what you have in store for the believers. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Michael.
Wa alaikum salam, dear beloved family. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All praises due to Allah. Thank you for having me on for a brief few moments this afternoon. And Brother Darrell, you've certainly been teaching this evening, particularly as it relates to the Messenger's program and what we should all be doing. And we recognize your commitment as well, dear brother, as well as Sister Brandy and Sister Shanika and Brother Rodney Assad Muhammad. We always want to thank Brother Jesse for jumping this thing off.
Yes, sir.
Because we would not have this format. And there are a few things that resonated with me, but I do not want to be long because sometimes we do just talk and pontificate too much. and we have to take that energy and convert it into implementation.
Yes, sir.
As you indicated, we have been doing the Science of Getting Rich program since September. I calculated that it has been approximately 5 months. Sister Brandy has been very loyal to the program. She brings an awful lot, as well as many other believers that have come on a regular basis. I do have to speak the truth. And I looked at it, or I drew a metaphor as in the context as if I were a flight instructor. And if I were teaching individuals from my knowledge, and if I were capable of teaching individuals how to fly an aircraft, and 5 months later, no one had approached the cockpit, then I would be very concerned, not only about my ability to instruct, but whether or not the students actually wanted to learn how to fly. So I say that in saying that we have had a great deal of inspiration, and there's been a great deal of accolades in regard to the value of the call. The conference call over these various weeks was established for a specific purpose, and that is to learn the science of getting rich. We do not learn a science until we go into the laboratory and start mixing up the various elements. We cannot simply do the equations on paper, family. We have to get involved in the process. So what I have decided to do, not prematurely, mind you, because we, out of 17 chapters that we thoroughly went through, I feel, we've covered about, would you say, Sister Brandy, I think we got to all but maybe 5. I think we're somewhere around 12, maybe more, maybe even 14. I'm not absolutely certain. The point is that we began to get a little fall off because I think some of the family really didn't want to create wealth, or it's an idea, and it might be nice, but in order to make the sacrifice, we haven't seen a whole lot of indication of that, particularly when we have made it very, very simple to participate in some instances. So what we're going to do, we want to make sure that we have students who are truly interested in creating wealth. And one of the requirements are that you will save some money. You will acquire some assets. Wealth is a function of acquiring assets. A business is an asset. An investment of some sort is an asset. We have a built-in asset within the Science of Getting Rich, what we will be announcing, Gold Bullion Mastermind. And in order to participate, you will acquire an asset. It's not for my benefit, it's for the students' benefit. We will implement a participation program, and those who have already taken it upon themselves to at least get a free account, as you speak of, having a free account. And at this time, it's less than $50 for 1 gram, I beg your pardon, less than $60 for 1 gram of gold. And the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan clearly instructed us to exchange our dollars, which are losing value daily, into gold. I can go into the science of it. I can show you the statistics. In the fall of America, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said, gold will be the next medium of exchange. If someone is looking at this from the standpoint of what Brother Michael benefits, then that shows that we're in a poverty mindset. I'm simply saying, here's a way for you to get gold. And in the meantime, build your mindset, acquire gold, Build your mindset and acquire gold. If you do not want to share it with anyone, which I do not know why you would not want to do that, that is entirely up to you. But in the meantime, if it were 12 months and we continue to do this, you would have 12 grams of gold. In the overall scale of things, that's not a whole lot, but it's more than you have now. And you can use that as a medium of exchange, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan told us. And if we really want to get deep about it, it's all through the problem book. It's hints all the way through there about the gold, that the trader promised us gold. So why are we running around looking for something else when everybody, all of our illustrious leaders, God who came in Master Farad Muhammad, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. So here I am, your brother, and I'm saying, here's a way. The minister said, find a way. I said, here is a way. If there is something that someone is unclear about, if there is something that someone doesn't understand, then I am your brother. I will do my very best to explain it or clarify it. And if you make an informed decision that you choose not to do it, fine. But not simply sit on the sidelines when we have an opportunity to build wealth almost painlessly. You're going to spend $50 on Starbucks. You're going to spend $50 or $60 on something that you probably don't need. So family, I will be announcing, we will take this to another level. It will be the Science of Getting Rich Gold Bullion Mastermind. And the principle and the basis of a mastermind is to work together in harmony. In harmony. Everybody's in harmony, not disconcerted, not disharmony, in harmony. And we will demonstrate, we will show, we will be the model of cooperation among ourselves. If it's only a half a dozen of us, that gets to a dozen. Jesus started, Master Farad Muhammad started by himself. And I am committed, that's what will happen. I will continue to function and operate, but I will work with the willing, not the wishing, the willing. And that's basically it, beloved. I will be making that announcement in due time.
Thank you so very much, Brother Michael Carlos Muhammad, brothers and sisters. We want to thank Brother Michael Carlos. We want to thank all of you who have taken, who have participated since September in the Science of Getting Rich conference calls. Allah will definitely bless you for laying that groundwork. You know, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, those who paved the way for others. All right? So we want to follow in the line of wisdom that has you all paved the way, and we're thankful. We appreciate you. But there's so who are part of Black Wealth Empowerment who have not even heard of us yet. You know, the messenger said the coin is in the fish's mouth. All right. He said there's greater believers that are still in the streets. So we have to, here at Black Wealth Empowerment, continue to grow for those that are only going to come because they see us not talking, but they see us producing. So this next phase that Brother Michael is going into, that we are going into, is that phase. So when the lost found, our brothers and sisters come, they can see some movement going on. They can see some noise with the hammer and the sickle and the nail. They just don't see a bunch of plywood and a bunch of 2x4s and a bunch of boxes of nails and hammers and contractor belts just laying on the ground. And we just talking and bringing more equipment to the work site, Brother Michael, but we not doing no building. You know what I'm saying? Brother Michael and I, we ain't even no building because we caught up in giving you more and more and more instead of trimming back from the talking and moving, shifting more into the building. And that's what this is about, brothers and sisters. If we're not going to build on this platform, then it's just like everything else that's out there that's just complaining and talking and talking and talking. But when the enemy asks you, okay, Negro, that sound good, but what you got? Show me what you got. Like Mystical used to say, show me what you're working with. Working with. What you working with. And then it sounds just like that. Crickets. All right, brothers and sisters. So those of you who are less talk-oriented and more action-oriented, your day has come. You should be happy, brothers and sisters. Your day has come. So when your families, you know, some of our lost found families, in the back of their mind they're thinking, but some of us even say it and we might have heard. Right? You're giving all your money to the nation, giving all your money to Farrakhan, and look at her. Look at you. You ain't got nothing. When are we going to turn that around, brothers and sisters? When are we going to be able to reach in our pocket? As Brother Michael, Carlos, and I have been talking here, and we've been masterminding. He and I mastermind on a weekly basis. So we're practicing what the messenger said, right? Practicing the art. You don't practice in public. You practice in a gym somewhere in private. That's what you're practicing. You don't come out to the public to practice. That's when it's time to play. Play the game to win. Not practice to learn and practice to get your repetitions in. Practice to iron out your mistakes. You do that in private. But when you go public, it's time to play the game to win. All right? So we got to have something to show the world. Prove to the world. Prove. That means to provide evidence. Oh no, Farrakhan ain't robbing me. Let me show you what I got. And Brother Michael, he'll give you the words to say. You know, you heard that credit card commercial, right? What's in your wallet? You get you some gold the size of a credit card, you better put it right next to you in your credit card purse, your debit card. So now you can ask people, what you got in your wallet? Well, I got Capital One. I got gold. All right? So that's what time it is, brothers and sisters. Those that are ready to take action and provide evidence, then you're ready. But here's the thing, brothers and sisters. You know, your thought precedes your action. If your action is lacking because your thoughts are lacking towards that action. So that means you need to spend more time on thinking about that action. Let me just share with you. Here's one of the books I've read that I've read and pulled some information out. Is by a guy named Richard Flint. Richard Flint. You see it says the title of the book is Behavior Never Lies. Behavior Never Lies. Let me read this real quick. Then we go to our sister Shanita. Interview her real quick. Then we go into part 2 of how to make money using Facebook. Here's what Richard Flint says. He says it's a contradiction between what a person says and what they do forms the foundation to most of human confusion a person experiences. When spoken words and when spoken words and acted out behaviors are not in sync, one will feel confused, frustrated, and disappointed. Inside the pages of this book, the reader will explore the 9 to 8 steps or whatever. But listen to what he says. I'm going to read it again. The contradiction between what a person says and what they do forms the foundation to most human confusion a person experiences. When spoken words and acted out behaviors are not in sync, one will feel confusion, frustration, and disappointment. So, brothers and sisters, the messenger said it like this, right? Subject-verb agreement. Subject-verb agreement. Sub what you say, verb is what you do. They must be congruent. They must agree. That's the only way we can manifest what we say we want. what we say we want. And I'm going to go into that more, but right now, let's go. I've been talking to my sister Shanika, your sister, member here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live Google Hangout. And she and I, I joined in a business opportunity with her. All right, not the other way around, with her. But I don't want Sister Shanika to come on and tell us about her business opportunity. All right, brothers and sisters, I want you to go into her mindset, her thinking. All right, because see, we all, too many of us. All right, and this is the delusionary part of what we're talking about here in building wealth. See, a lot of us get hung up in the opportunity, another opportunity, a different opportunity. This one's better than that one. That one costs too much. Brother Michael bring you go about all kind of crap, but why you don't want to participate. Don't have no goal, but gonna wonder why you don't participate in what's offered, right? So it's not the opportunity, brothers and sisters, that's stopping you. It's your mindset. Is you allowing excuses? All right. Now I want to interview our sister to uncover, her mindset. To uncover her mindset. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's talk to our sister for about 10 minutes. And she's in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook group, so you can reach out to her afterwards. Some of you all been seeing what she's been doing. To the share.
Walaikum salam, sir. I'm here.
All right, Sister Shanika, how you doing this evening, sister?
I am wonderful. Praise be to Allah. I hope you are.
Well, praise be to Allah. Doing fine. Sister Shanika, now tell me, very quick, those that missed your presentation last time about eBay, making money on eBay, and a little bit about yourself. Just very quickly in about a minute, tell us you're a mother, right? Of how many children?
I am a mother of 3.
3 children. All right. Now, are you single or married?
I am single.
All right. So you're a single mother of 3 children, right?
Yes.
All right. And you homeschool them. Is that correct?
They just started. I just put them in a charter school. But up until about a couple of weeks ago, I was homeschooling.
You were homeschooling. All right. Now, here you are, sister, single mother of 3. So you care for yourself, right? For the most part. Is that correct?
That's correct.
But you're engaged in business. You're engaged in free enterprise, right?
Absolutely.
If I remember correctly, you were working on what, your real estate license? Is that correct?
That's correct. Gotta take my state.
So tell us very quickly. I'm sorry, you gotta take your state exam when?
Whenever I schedule, I pass my real estate course. So the next step is just to take the state exam now.
Okay. Praise be to Allah. Let me ask you, Sister Shanika, now, what businesses, or let me say, how many businesses do you currently have your hands in, right? How many? You don't have to name them. Just tell us how many businesses that you're actively, because, we be in business and they haven't touched it in 6 years, but that you're actively involved in. Give us a number.
5.
So you said 5?
Yes, sir.
5 businesses. So make sure I understand this correctly. Sister Brandon, you might want to help me out here. Did she say 5 businesses?
She said cinco, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, now you
Yes,
really
sir.
lost the cinco. Okay. Okay. So Sister Shanika, you are actively, on a regular basis, weekly to monthly basis, you're touching 5 businesses. Is that what you're saying, or
Yes,
what?
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
See, so sister, let me help us to understand. Help those members who are believers, who not single, not single mother, don't have 3 children that she got to work with, and I heard them in the background earlier, right? And only a mother knows the dynamics of dealing with children, 1 child, let alone 3. What? Here recently, you took advantage of a business opportunity about 2 weeks ago.
Right.
I want to know for our members, Sister Shanika, what stops you for saying, you know what, I'm a single mother, got 3 children. I mean, I'm doing 99.9% of everything with the children. They're getting on my nerves. They mama, 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 mama. I already involved in the 2 to 3 to 4 other businesses. What makes you to even be open-minded and receptive enough to look at other opportunities?
My why. I have a very big why.
Share more of that. I mean, we all got whys, but you know, they not propelling us to, you know, what was it about this last opportunity? Because you know that says, you know what, I think that's a missing piece of the puzzle. What was it about this last opportunity that you said, you know what, I'm going to add that to what I'm doing? Why? Because there's a
Because,
lot of opportunities. You can be up
because
to 10 opportunities.
right. The time commitment that I saw that I would have to put in was not very much, but the return was great. So I said, okay, I don't have to put in that much time, but I see the type of return that I can get with this amount of time. It was a no-brainer for me.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, but it requires some financial commitment, though, doesn't it, Sister Shanika?
Absolutely.
So, what stopped you from saying, or did you deal with the mindset? Did the little man on the left shoulder tell you, you know, you ain't got no money. You know that's that extra money. You can hold on to that because you know you need it for your other business, and you're gonna need it to take your license, your test, and you're gonna need that. You know something gonna happen. You know them children gonna need some shoes or something gonna happen. They go get sick, and you have to take them to the doctor and buy the medicine, get the prescription. Did that devil? Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to say devil. But did that little man on your left shoulder talk to you and whisper in your ear like that, or have you just totally killed that voice?
No,
And if it did whisper, no matter how faintly or how long, if it did whisper, Sister Shanika, in your ear, what did you tell it?
it didn't even whisper because I've already been practicing the mindset of it's not whether or not I can afford something, it's how can I make this happen? How am I going to make this happen? It's always my mindset. It's not, oh, I don't have the money, or how am I going to get the money to do what it is that I want to do and that I need to do? I've started to develop that mindset ever since I read the book Rich Dad Poor Dad. And it's a practice. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a practice. So, you know, I have to constantly practice that mindset. And every time you do that, you get more comfortable at it, and then you start to see things manifest even quickly than you were before. And that's what's been happening for me even just this year alone. Everything that I envision is starting to happen just that quick.
Praise be to Allah, sister. That's so you're already in a spirit of manifestation, right?
Absolutely.
Now, how long ago did
I
you
want to
read the
share
book?
something. I read that book last year.
So,
Last year around February.
and you said ever since you read that book, you took on that mindset.
Absolutely.
So you read that book, you took on the mindset, so you didn't do like most of us do. And this is why Brother Michael Carlos and I talked about the next level after the book club. So you didn't read that book and say, oh man, that was good, and then went and got you another book, read that, and said, oh man, that was good too, and read your on your 10th book now of just gluttoning information. You took that one book, right, and you said, this is what I'm gonna do.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Absolutely. And
And
I
that's
want to
from
share. I don't know if the
that's from
believers
a
have.
year ago.
That's been a year. Yes, a year ago.
Go ahead, Sister Shanika. You said you want to share something?
Yes, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but my phone, my calendar, probably can't see it because of the light. But
Kind of
every
crooked.
morning, oh, every morning, what I do is I put in my phone reminders. I have it set to pop up every morning. Of course, I have prayer, meditation, and then I do positive affirmations and visualization every morning. Now, I'm a morning person, so some people might want to do that at night, but I'm not a night person. So I put it in my schedule for the time that I know that I'm most alert, I'm up, and I'm, moving. So I set mine for early in the morning, starting right after Fajr prayer. So that's something that I put in my phone to remind me to do every day. I don't always do it every day, but I try to do it as often as possible. If I can get it in every day, I do. If I miss a day, I miss a day, but I try to get that in every day. The more you practice this, and I thought when I was reading these things, I thought it was just something that sounds good. It sounds good to say, you should meditate or you should do positive affirmations and things like that. I thought that's something that just sounded good, but now I actually see the power that these things actually have in your life and how it actually will help you to begin to manifest these things that you actually want to do.
Hmm. So you believe?
I know.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
I'm beyond
Okay. All right.
belief.
Said Brad, you might come and help me. Said Brad, she beat up on me. Said Brad, you might. Bro, Michael, where you at, bro? She beat up on me. I
Go
couldn't get it
ahead,
out my
Muhammad.
mouth good,
Go
bro.
ahead and teach. Go ahead. Go ahead, sister.
I stand corrected. If you don't want to be right, the nation ain't the place for you to be. Neither is this broadcast if you don't want to stand corrected. So praise be to Allah, Sister Shanika. So you are, see, this is what this program is about. Because see, you'll never know unless Sister Shanika come on and tell you this. You'll never know that she's actually walking in the manifestation of her belief. To what now is not a belief. She knows now. She knows now. She sees it coming. Not see. They said that Walt Disney. They went to one of Walt Disney families, and we'll get back to Sister Shanika. They said that one of Walt Disney families after he died, and Disneyland or World wasn't built yet before he died. And they asked me, they said, isn't it a shame that your father, grandfather, Walt Disney, didn't get a chance to see the Disney project that he started? And they corrected him just like Sister corrected me. They said, oh no, he saw it. He saw it. He saw it in his mind. So no, he did see the Disney World Park. Even though he wasn't there to see it physically, he saw it in his mind. And the reason why Sister knows, because when these things manifest, that's not her first time seeing it when it manifests. That's her second time seeing it when it manifests. She saw it first in her visualization, and then when it appears in physical form, manifestation. When it appears in the physical form, that's the second time you've seen that object. That's the second time you see it. Sister Shanika, that's very powerful. Sister Shanika not teaching it, she's living it. We're moving out of theory, as Brother Michael said, right, and we're moving this broadcast, and our members, those of you who follow and join us, all right, you're going to move now from rhetoric to manifestation. In closing, Sister Shanika, help those of us, because see, I've talked about, as you and I talked, and I want to bring you on because, see, so many of us make up these excuses. Well, my credit. Well, I don't have no money. Well, I got, you single. And you a mother. That's 2. And you got 3 children. And we up to 5 now, Sister Brandy. We up to 5. Then she got 5 businesses. Right? We up to 10. She got 10 different commitments, 10 different levels of involvement. And she does it and doesn't make up no excuses. And you see her spirit high. She not all depressed. She ain't all ugly in the face. What can you share with those of us, sister, who have less than 10 obligations and haven't even started one business? We it's kind of like, Brother Mike, kind of like, is it kind of like double dutch? You know how you double dutch, you rocking back and forth, waiting for the time. Well, I'm sure we got some members that double dutch and don't never jump underneath the rope. Now you done jumped in, you said whatever you say when you double dutch, and you done jumped out on the other side. Brother Michael done jumped, he done timed the rope, he done jumped in. He, said what he was gonna say, and then he jumped out on the other side. Sister Brandon, she counted off and leaning back and forth and timing, and she gets in. Rope don't hit her nothing. What would you tell the believers that still timing the rope, still rocking back and forth, still talking to themselves, about to get in? You know what I'm saying? Not a game over. The folks that's winding the rope tied, waiting on these members to jump in that don't never jump in. So they leave and come back the next day. Then our members come back. They ready to jump in again. Now you done been through. Michael done been through. Brandy done been through, and they still rocking, leaning back and forth. About to get started. What would you tell those members to help them with a breakthrough? Because it's all about breakthroughs.
Right. It's really nothing that you can. I don't believe that I can say to anyone, if you're in that position, other than that when you talk about the mindset, you always start this program with the mindset, and that's for a reason, because everything generates from the mind first. How you see yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you will never take an opportunity. You will never take on an opportunity because you don't believe in yourself that this can happen for you. That's the self thing. Even the minister mentioned that on if you all attended the meeting from last week. I'm not going to say exactly what he said, but if you were there, he mentioned if you haven't seen a certain level of success, that's because of you. That's something that you need to work on with you. You need to analyze yourself and work something out with self. That's not the opportunity. It's not Brother Michael's opportunity. If you take on the opportunity and you don't see the level of success you think you should, that ain't because Brother Michael brought you something that didn't work. That's because you didn't work it, or you didn't work. And it's not belittling anybody or trying to, degrade anybody, anything like that, but everything starts internally first. That's why I showed you these things that I do in my mind first. I do it in my mind first because it gets me in my mind in a certain creative mode so that I can manifest these things. These things, and when you start to do that, you will see opportunities start to come that you never even saw before. When you first start to do it, you will see a certain level of success that will keep you moving forward. It will motivate you in itself because you will start to see these things manifest. You will start to see the success coming. It will motivate you to keep going. You like, okay, I can do this. And I'm telling you, it starts in your mind first. You have to practice, though. You have to practice these things in your mind over and over every day. Every day. If you have to put up little sticky notes in your house, if that's what helps you to remind yourself in your car, put little sticky notes up in your car with positive affirmations to remind about yourself, about what it is that you want. If that's what it takes, then do that. Do whatever it takes to get you to the next level that you need to be at to manifest the things that you want to see accomplished. It's really not that hard. It's kind of simple, actually. But you got to take the first step. You got to take that first step.
Well, praise be to Allah, Sister Shanika. We happy, sister, that you're a member of Black Wealth Empowerment Live. We're happy that you have the spirit to come on and share with the believers, your experience and being transparent and helping those who love the same thing you love, and that's black people and the rise of black people, and to help the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan be successful. So thank you so very much, Sister Shanika. May Allah continue to bring you on, and we gonna watch you as you rise, as Allah bless you, and as you bless others. So we just want to thank you once again for being on here with us this evening. And with that being, I saw Brother Michael down there. He was rocking and rolling and just beaming down there when you were talking. So I want to swing it over to him for a quick comment, and then we're going to swing it to Sister Brandy, and we're going to go into how to make money on Facebook, part 2. Brother Michael, what do you got to say about our sister? Wasn't that powerful, Brother Michael?
Can you hear me now?
Oh, yes, sir. Go right ahead, Brother Michael.
Sister Shanika, I want to personally thank you for basically supporting everything that Brother Darrell, Sister Brandy, and those of us who have taken the responsibility to serve in some sort of leadership capacity here. You have confirmed it by your actions. We have often said that it all starts from your mental perspective. You cannot create wealth if you do not see yourself creating wealth. And I would also like to add, that's okay. Some people prefer to do other things. This is why I said I want to work with the willing, not the wishing. It's not simply a matter of that would be nice. We have to work with people. This is Black wealth empowerment. So we must understand the purpose of our being here. And we want to work with those that have a desire, a burning desire, which is one of the first principles that Napoleon Hill identified. And it is a matter of your self-concept. And without taking this too far, our self-concept develops at a very early age. If we have been in a poverty environment most of our life, and we have never seen ourselves as enjoying wealth or being wealthy, or if we have identified wealth with our enemies on a subconscious level, we do not desire to have wealth. That's functioning, as you said, Brother Darrell, on a subconscious level. So no matter what we say on a conscious level, and this is why we have to reprogram ourselves on a subconscious level, as Sister Shanika just very brilliantly stated. She's a manifestation of it. Sister Brandy is a manifestation of it. Sister Brandy's just busy all the time. Brother Darrell just busy all the time. Now, sometimes we have to be careful about being busy and being effective. Those are two different things. Okay? But the point is, yes, nothing is going to happen externally until it takes place internally. And the internal mechanism that controls all of it is the 95% of our mindset, which is the programming that is in our subconscious. So irrespective of what we say and what rolls across our lips, if there's a conflict on an internal basis, we will not, that conflict on an internal basis will demand and command our actions. And I'll leave with this, speaking of affirmations. If I think like a millionaire thinks, I will behave like a millionaire behaves. And when I behave like a millionaire behaves, I will get the results that a millionaire gets. It starts with the mindset. You can't think poverty and create wealth. You can't think lack and create abundance. You can't think I don't have and get. You have to trust the universe and trust God that came to give you luxury, money, good homes, and friendships in all walks of life. So this is why we can get a little frustrated, just like our leader. He said, I have piped to you, but you have not danced. So if I'm teaching someone to fly aircraft and nobody wants to get in the cockpit, nobody wants to try to get off the ground, then there's nothing else I can do. I have to find a student that wants to fly, that has the desire to fly. Not saying that to just be nice. Somebody say, hey, look, let me in there. When's my chance? What do I do next? Let me at it. I'm ready to go. So yes, thank you, Sister Shanika. You said it all. You just fired me up because it was so apropos and a living example. I do know that people hear messages from different individuals at different tones. I understand that. There's some people, you and I talked about this, Brother Darrell, some people respond to Sister Brandy's voice, some people respond to yours, some people respond to mine, and I pray that somebody responds to Sister Shanika, because ultimately all we want is response. It matters not who it comes from. We want to see our people up and stop being dependent on our enemies for our sustenance. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All praise is due to Allah.
All praise due to Allah. Yes, sir. Sister Brandy?
Yes, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We have up next our brother. I am so excited to hear from Brother Daryl Muhammad. He is going to talk about how to make money on Facebook. This is part two, not part one. We've already heard that last week, but part two. Brother Daryl is coming back for a second go round, and he's going to talk about how to make money on Facebook. Praise be to Allah. Brother Daryl, we're ready for you,
Well,
sir.
yes, ma'am. Before I do that, sister, we want to hear your comments from your sister Shanika. We want to hear your
Yeah.
input on that.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. I didn't know if I had a couple seconds. Well, listen, of course, I would love to say, Sister Shanika, you did an awesome, fantabulous job. I just made that word up. Praise be to Allah. I am very motivated. I'm very inspired. I was just thinking about the different affirmations and how, when I used to do direct marketing years ago, I used to put on my mirror just different affirmations about how I was going to make money, how I was going to get customers, and etc. I'm going back to it. I'm going to write on my pretty mirror in my bathroom and put all those beautiful affirmations and remind my children and put post-it notes up around to remind them their success and how they can continue to be inspired and rejuvenated daily. Because just like you, Sister Shaniqua, you're moving and taking action. I need to continue to move and take action. I am so excited. I'm so proud of you. We haven't officially met, but that's all right. Praise be to Allah. I'm excited. The love and the joy that you were able to share with us as believers to inspire us, to keep us motivated. What the words that you gave to me, I'm telling you, they are worth more than gold. Praise be to Allah. Thank you. Thank you again, Sister Shaniqua. We look forward to hearing from you very soon.
All right. Thank you, Sister Brandy. Thank you so very much,
Yes,
Sister Shanika. Let's talk about, brothers and sisters, how to make money on Facebook part two. I just want to cover something here that's very, very, very important. All right, as far as you being on Facebook or any social media and using it to generate income. All right, there's something that I mentioned before. I want to mention again right now. It's called branding. Branding. All right, what is your image? What is your brand? How do you want to be perceived by the marketplace? Okay, and now with social media and everything being so transparent, so public, you have to be very, very, very mindful of how you appear through social media, in particularly your personal page, your personal Facebook page, your personal Twitter page. Okay, so because this is going to affect your money. This is going to affect, because see, people are smart enough now to just put your name in Facebook and find your Facebook page. All right, and then they want to see who your friends are. They want to see what your comments are. They want to see what's appearing on your news feed. So it's very, very important, brothers and sisters, that you manage your image, manage your brand. Now, some of you all might take the position, well, I'll get a fan page for business and my personal for personal. Well, that's fine if they couldn't get to your personal page and they only saw your fan page. But when they're both out there, all right, publicly, and then we can find your personal page from your fan page, etc., then it's not really two separate pages. It's only one page. All right? And what our human nature tells us is that, you heard a saying, that birds of the feather fly together. So if I'm supposed to be one way, but then I have a friend on my Facebook page or my Twitter that all thugged out and got sawed off, automatic guns in the picture, well, that doesn't shed too good light on me. All right? Because the question is, why are they my friend? Oh, I don't think nothing like them. Then why are they my Facebook friend? It reminded me of a picture that I saw on Facebook. I don't know if Jay-Z said it, but they put the quote on top, or the statement on top of his picture, and it basically said, a friend, someone, if someone feels comfortable coming to you to talk about me and you're my friend, the question is, why do they feel comfortable bringing you something negative about me to you? And I looked at it, I said, wow, that's powerful. All right, so that's how people look at our association on Facebook. All right, why am I friends with this person? Why am I friends with this person that's my friend on Facebook, and she doesn't have on any clothes, right? He clicked through her page, and click through her pictures, she's swinging on a pole. Why is that person a friend of Daryl's? So I'm here to tell you, brothers and sisters, you have to be very selective, one, on who your friends are and who their friends are. Okay? It's about networking. See, because if you look at Facebook as a way of making money, then when you have a friend, you have access to their friends in a good, positive business development way. Well, if that's true, the opposite is also true. Their friends can be an effect on you if those that are looking to identify who you are through Facebook start clicking through your friends' pages. All right. Now, the further away they are from you, the less effect it has on your branding, your image. All right. But the closer they are, your immediate friends on Facebook, be very, 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 very careful. That's number one. Number two, brothers and sisters, you got to look at what pops up on your Facebook page. What's the constant theme of the messages? Is it always somebody getting shot and killed? Is it always the white man this, the white man that, the white man this, the white man that? Is it always that? Right? Is it very seldom something that's motivating, that's inspirational? Is that the image that you want to give someone who sees that you're posting a business opportunity on your page, or you posted your products, but when they scroll down on your page, there's a whole lot of other, ridiculousness on there? I think I made that up too, Sister Brandy. Ridiculousness on your page. All right? So what is it? The question really is what is the image or brand that you want to convey from your Facebook page? And is your friends, your direct friends, inconsistent to that? And is the message that they're posting that's showing up on your feed consistent to that? Because I'm here to tell you, if it's not, then you need to not be their friend. Because they're baggage, right? They're bringing baggage with them. All right? I can receive a lot of requests for friends. Matter of fact, some of you all have requested, and I haven't done it. I haven't accepted. Why? Because of what I'm sharing with you. Why? Because I want to make sure that the messages that appear on my page, all right, because I'm here to make money and connect and build friends. All right? But I don't want my connecting and building friends to interfere with me making money. Okay? Don't want to interfere with it making money. All right? We have to be wise like the enemy. Wise like the enemy. He doesn't always put his true feelings out in the public for everybody to see when he's operating business. He knows that he does better getting your money, right, and funding those organizations that support, that's incongruent with his philosophy. He gets the money, then he influences people with the money, right? We want to let the whole world know what we hate, what we don't like. We don't get the money, and we can't help anybody to promote that message. All right? So we're business people. All right? All right. Now, if you want to be a civil rights activist, if you want to be a social leader, then that's something else. But if your primary function and your way and your strategy is through economics, through financial empowerment, then you have to operate, and your strategy has to be different than somebody who's more on the civil rights, human rights. Want to galvanize the people complaining because, they treat us bad. Don't you know, brothers and sisters, every movement has to be financed? The question is, who's going to finance them? Who has been financing them? We have to finance our own movement. All right? Gaston, remind me of Brother G. Gaston. Just Google him, a black entrepreneur in the 60s. He financed Dr. King's movement. Him, not NAACP did too, but he understood the economic role that black business owners play in the movement and advancement of their people. Now, I don't think he was on the front line, See, brothers and sisters, we have to understand what the messenger said and the minister said. Business is warfare. It equals warfare. So you have overt maneuvers and you have covert maneuvers. Everybody can't be overt. That's an easy target. You got a bullseye on your chest. Wonder why you keep on getting hit. Wonder why you can't make no progress. Okay? You have to make a decision, and it has no indication on your level of belief. It has no indication, direct relationship to your level of believing, wanting to help black people. Has no direct bearing on your faith in the Nation of Islam and the teaching of the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad under the guidance of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. This is what we have to understand. All right. So branding. How do you make money on Facebook? Part 2, branding. You have to understand branding. You have to make sure that the image is out there. You control it. You push the image that you want, and you eliminate the image that you don't want. So here, let me just share with you how I do. See, what you got to understand, brothers and sisters, once again, Facebook and social media is about connecting. It's about you interacting with people. Right? It's about you reaching out and developing a relationship. You don't develop a relationship by just posting pictures of yourself. See, people that do that, they're not there for business. They're there for popularity. And as Trevor Ott says, he said, if you can't turn your popularity into influence, then you'll be broke. Then you'll be broke, brothers and sisters. We'll be broke. If you're going to spend that much time on Facebook, whatever time that is, then you need to learn how to monetize it, right? 10 minutes a day, how to turn that into building meaningful relationships, as Sister Denise put in the group that the minister said in the Twitter book. To build relationships. Build relationships, brothers and sisters. So point number 2, first one is branding. Number 2 is connecting. Understand to use it, to monetize it, you have to connect. Now, here's what I do. Let me share some strategies that I use. All right? I might have said this before. I think I did. And I'm wrapping up for the sake of time. What I do is I have a subscription to Black Enterprise, right? So I go through there and I read. I go through, at least flip through it 3 times in a cursory way just to get an idea what's in there. And then I'll come back to articles that are written about people who are overcoming their financial challenges. And I go to Facebook and see if they have a Facebook page, and I friend them. All right? I friend them, but not just friend them. I send them an internal message. One day I'll come on here and show you on my Facebook page. Don't worry about what to say. See, we're get bogged down into the techniques. Just understand the concept. I inbox them and send them a message, right? And I'll wait for their response. Now, some of these are high-profile individuals, so you treat them a little differently. All right? Now, those individuals that I might scroll through, because Facebook say you should know this person, you should know this person. So I'll click on the ones who we have very few mutual friends, right? Because I want my network to get bigger. I'm not interested primarily. I'm not going to click on those that say you should know, Shanika Muhammad. Y'all have 60 friends together. Well, I want somebody that only have 10 common friends. Why? Because that means the rest of her network don't know me, right? Don't know me. So this is what I do. This is my strategy. Okay? So let's say one of those people pop up, I see they're a life coach. All right? They're not in TV. They're not, on magazines or anything like that. They're just in the right field that I want to build a relationship with. Okay? So they're not high profile. They might be doing it part-time. So they're not high profile. So that's one that's in network marketing. Okay, look like they're pretty successful. Okay, I might be interested in. So I hit friend, right? And depending on my time and depending on to the extent I want to engage with them initially so they can accept my friend request, I would send them a message. Now here's what I do on a regular basis. I scroll through all my messages that I've sent to people, and you can, I know on your phone you can see if they read it or not because it checks it, right? So I'll scroll through, and look at those like I did last week or last week. Scroll through and look at those that I sent messages to 3 months ago. Doesn't have a check mean they never read it, right? I'll go to their Facebook page, right? And then I'll do another evaluation on should I keep them or not. I mean, if after 2-3 months they haven't even looked at your message, inbox message, well, you can't develop a relationship with that person, right? So I'll delete the message. Or if they friend me, right, and 2-3 months have gone by and they're not someone that I can justify, reaching out to them again and again and again, then I will go to their Facebook page and I will unfriend them, because I'm here to make money, and you only make money with people that you know, like, and trust. You got to get to know people, and if they won't dialogue with you, then there's no opportunity there, right? But they friend you, Daryl. They friend you. Well, like I say, you have to make a judgment call and go to their page again and see their credentials. Maybe see who their friends are, determine if you should keep them. And if you don't have a clear reason why you should keep them, because who they're connected with, then delete them. Delete them. It's better that you have 200 friends that you're connecting with on a regular basis than to have 2,000 friends. Okay? Because what I'm not going to do, I want to develop a relationship with you. I want to connect with you. I want to see if we can do business together. See if we can help each other. See if we can support each other. Right? I don't want to be your fan. I just don't want your picture to pop up on my feed and what you doing is all about you, like you're a narcissist or something. It's all about you. No, it's about us connecting. Right? You doing things, I'm doing things. You don't want to know what I'm doing? Well, I'm not interested in a relationship like that. I don't care who you are. I'm looking for people that will take the time to not just look at my inbox by having the check, meaning they looked at it, but to at least respond. See, that's a one-way relationship. I send you a message, you saw it, you never sent some back, and that's been 3 months ago. I delete you. I delete your message, and I delete you from a friend, because I'm here to connect. I'm here to bring value, share value, and develop a relationship, and then maybe we can make money. All right, brothers and sisters, that's what social media is all about. All right? Now, once you become a celebrity, that's a different story, because you got fans, and they just want to know what you're doing. That's why Facebook has something called a fan page. A fan page. All right? So, Sister Brandy, that's all we have for tonight. All right? As far as how to make money on Facebook Part 2. Brothers and sisters, go out and use these strategies and put in the private, elusive, exclusive Facebook page what your response has been. All right? What have you done? What have you implemented of these strategies? And our Sister Brandy, our membership coordinator, will share with us next week what your response have been that you've implemented from Part 1 and Part 2 of how to make money on Facebook. Sister Brandy, you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here, Brother Daryl. Thank you very much. That was awesome. I was trying to take notes. You were rocking so fast. I'm gonna have to go back and watch and read the recording. Revisit the recording. Praise be to Allah. Yes, yes, yes. I'm excited. I'm ready to monetize on Facebook and also delete some old friends that may not be friends anymore. It's all about building relationships, right? Yes, sir. Praise be to Allah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you so very much, brothers and sisters, for being with us tonight. We're a little bit over. We're miking down our program to stay within the 2 hours, so we can give you time before it gets too late on Sunday night to go out here and implement what you've learned on the broadcast tonight. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, I'm going to swing it over to Sister Brandy, let her say her farewells, and come back to me. I'll say goodbye, and I'll tell you, next week, brothers and sisters, you want to be here.
Yes, sir.
We talked about in January bringing the youth on board, right? Getting them
That's
involved.
Right. Yes, sir.
Some of us are too stuck in the quicksand to make any moves. All we can do is, try to get our feet out the quicksand, but we haven't got out of it, so we can take the necessary steps. But we all know that the future is in the youth. It's in the youth. So we're excited to bring one of the emerging leaders in the Nation of Islam. One of the emerging leaders of the Nation of Islam. This brother spoke at Savior's Day on a panel with other emerging leaders of the Nation of Islam. He will be with us next week. All right, he will be with us next week, brothers and sisters. Bring all your young folks, bring them to the broadcast, and we're gonna gear this thing up because this is the year of manifestation. Sister Brandy, give your farewell so we can go.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Praise be to Allah. BWE family, want to say thank you again for this awesome time that we have spent together. We know that you have found it valuable as we have found it valuable as well. Do apologize on our behalf of the technical difficulties. Brother Daryl will be looking into it. But listen, take advantage of all the opportunities that have been given to us thus far and keep pushing forward because the top is in eyesight. Praise be to Allah. Have a great and successful week, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. May Allah continue to bless you all. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Sister Brandy. Thank you,
Yes,
brothers and
sir.
sisters, for being with us for another successful broadcast here at Black Wealth Empowerment Live. This is number 36 broadcast. All right. So we want to follow an example of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan with his commitment to the time and what must be done. So we want to be found doing the same thing. So with that being said, brothers and sisters, may Allah bless you. And as always, see you at the top, not from the top, because you, your family, but most important, our nation deserves your very best. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.